3368110 in Rome, 894-3675 in the Mohawk Valley, and the area code 315. I'm Harvey Lisker, and Bobby was just discussing her professional career. Now, where were we when we were talking there before we got into that phone conversation from Rome? Do you remember?
I'm trying to think.
Somewhere you were talking about when you were 18 doing some professional work.
Oh, okay. Actually, I worked as a secretary for about 10 years and just sang on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Before I came into the Air Force.
Okay, what made you get into the Air Force?
Well, my husband had gone into the Navy to go into the Commodores, and we were planning on moving back east, and I saw an ad in an International Musicians Union paper. And I sent a tape to them, and they were kind enough to let me audition while they were in Monterey. I was living in L.A. at the time. And they were kind enough to let me drive up to Monterey and audition rather than fly back east. And they gave me the job that day.
Now, let me get something straight here. You hadn't sung for 10 years, right?
Well, I had sung on the side.
Well, all right, but not
on weekends.
Just on weekends, without any more training.
Mm-hmm.
You applied for the Air Force audition, and you picked it up the first shot.
Yeah.
You know, I can't believe this. You know, not only with you, but with Dave Steinmeier there teaching himself the trombone. I mean, you're talking about a bunch of wizards here.
Well, I've always believed that music is like anything else creative. I think it's a God-given gift. I think you can cultivate it by taking lessons, and you can refine it and polish it, but it's there. It's like a gem that has to be polished and cut and shaped. But still, the beauty is there.
Okay, now let's see, your husband played trombone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, did you perform together in any situations, or do you now?
No, not really. In fact, it's really funny because we hardly ever get to hear each other perform at all anymore.
Well, I've got their records.
Oh, really?
As a matter of fact, Commander Phillips heard about what I was doing with you people, got a little jealous.
Oh.
So he's going to call me, too. He sent me all of his albums. He wants equal time.
That's great, because they have a great band.
They really do.
Yes.
But what I did was I sent him a copy of the interview I had with Colonel Gabriel. And he said, hey, what about us? So he sent me all of the albums they have, and then we're setting up an arrangement now, and he's going to call in and have some of the other people call in, too.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I'm having the same thing happening with the Falconeers also. They're getting jealous. They're going to take you people on. I ran into them up in the Jazz Festival up in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh.
And they heard about all the music I'm playing for you. They're going in and they're going to send me some tapes. And I got the Army Band, the Jazz Ambassadors, they're calling in.
Yes.
And also there's a working band out of Wapiti, I think it is, in Arizona. Wapiti or something. And they're going to call her. So you see what you started.
Oh, that's not, well, it's all going to be fine music.
Well, it is. There's no question about it.
You're definitely going to benefit from that.
Right. And the thing is that it's such a pleasure because it's new, it's refreshing music. They can't get it anywhere else, and they know that if they tune in here, they're going to hear it. Now, I don't want to keep taking that time because I want to get as much information as we can about Bobby McCleary right now and the Airmen of Note. So let me see here now. You're talking about your husband in the Navy and the Commodores. Now, did he go in for the first audition, too? First audition? Did he get it right off?
Well, the Navy handles it a little bit differently. They have a whole thing where they go through the Navy School of Music, and actually he was in the show down in Norfolk before he came into Washington. So he spent about a year down there in Norfolk in the Sync Clamp Band before he came into Washington. But he's been in Washington about 4 or 5 years now.
Now, just to show the audience what good quality taste you have, you want to tell them your husband's name?
His name is Harvey Lisker.
See? Harvey. That's what I told him. of good quality, see? You know just the right things to pick. And I also understand from the colonel, when I was talking with him, we had it on before, that you became a hit with President Reagan and former President Ford.
Yes, that was probably the highlight of my military career.
And you had some very, very nice compliments from Colonel Gabriel that I have on tape, and I'm going to put together this entire tribute to you, to all of you, and send you off a copy of all of it so that you'll have it in your files and you'll know what other people are saying about you.
Oh, that would be wonderful, really.
Well, that's what we like to do anyway.
I'd be deeply grateful for that.
Well, there's nothing to be grateful for. It's just, hey, we all work together. That's the name of the game. Now, where from the... All right, you got married and he went to the Navy and you went into the Air Force 6 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... And you've been... well, I know that... I guess I can say this, right? You also perform with Zim Zimro.
Right.
Okay, is that legal to say? I said it anyway. A little moonlighting?
Well, yeah. Whenever I'm not, busy with a duty job, I help them.
Yeah, well, they don't mind, do they?
I don't think so. Actually, it's pretty nice because I would love for the Airmen's Note to play in Baltimore more often because that's where I'm from. But ironically enough, we're out on the road more than we're in town. So.
Well, it's all for publicity and to get as much attention to the Air Force, right, as possible. Now, does it help with recruitment?
What's that?
When you go out on tours, do you notice any feedback?
We used to go into the schools for that, but we haven't been doing that because we have a rock band that does that now.
That brings up something very interesting. When I was talking with somebody from the Army band at that fort in Arizona,
mm-hmm.
They absolutely refused to go into high school
mm-hmm.
because of the treatment that some of the bands have received across the country.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
Well, I think the thing with the kids, they want to hear the rock tunes. I don't know, our experience has been that their attention span for jazz and for the kind of music that we play is not very long.
Yeah, well, I know.
I guess at that age, their attention span isn't too long for anything, really.
Right, now, of course, what he was saying was that he was talking with the commandant from the Marine band, and they got hassled so bad on the West Coast that they just absolutely refused to go into any of the high schools.
Yeah.
And that's a shame. It really
is a shame, because there are so many of the young people that do appreciate the big band music.
It doesn't take many of them to spoil it for the rest of them.
Yeah, really.
But now, where did you go from here, Bobby, aside from the Air Force? Is this going to be a career for you?
Well, I just re-upped for 4 more years.
I guess it's going to be a career.
I'll be here for 4 more years.
Well, hey, things could be worse.
Well, I really enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy the people I work with. They're quality musicians. The recording part of it has been very gratifying. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better group to record with, that's for sure. And we get to travel and see the United States and bring our music to people personally.
Right.
I really enjoy, I get a lot of pleasure from singing live to audiences. I enjoy the recording also, but I also enjoy, I think my biggest pleasure is singing live for audiences.
Okay, now, of all of the recorded numbers that you did, which is your favorite?
You mean of all the albums?
Yeah.
See, that's hard to say. I'm real proud of the Glenn Miller album because that's a style that's, you don't hear it anymore. And it was a real treat for me to be able to represent maybe another era of vocalizing. It's not really heard too much anymore. And I think that album will probably be a classic. It'll always be in high demand, I think.
Well, you're going to have to get me some more of these because I've just about worn out the ones that I've had. I'm serious.
Yeah, we'll see to it that you get a new one every time.
Yeah, I'm serious. It's I just play them and play them and play them. I mean, it's they said, well, of course I'm on the air so much.
Yeah.
But and I play the best music I can possibly find, and this music of yours and the entire ensemble is the only music that I can really play with repetition and get away with it.
Really?
Yeah, no question about it. It's the kind of a thing that will fit into any mood at any time, and the people just clamor for more of it. Maybe
that's a high compliment.
Yeah, maybe there are a couple of things. Maybe they can't get it anywhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, it is good, and it does fit in with any type of audience. There's no question about it. Now listen, who else is there?
Just Dave and I.
Just Dave and you.
Everybody else has given up for the night.
Oh, you son of a gun. Well, let's see if we can get a few more calls here before we do anything. Well, I've got the two of you on. Let's try it again.
Okay.
Come on now, we're live. I don't know if anybody else is alive out there, but this is AM 95, WIDX, Utica, Row, New York. I came in special. We put together a nice tribute for the Air Force Airmen of Note because they're coming into Utica tomorrow night. They're going to be performing at the Mohawk Valley Community College. And since Dave Steinmeier called, I thought that I would run back up here to the studio and get everybody excited about it. Now I've got Bobby McCleary on the line. Dave Steinmeier is sitting by. If you'd like to talk to either one of them, feel free. Give us a call. 736-0186 in the Utica, 336-8110 in Rome, 894-3675 in the Mohawk Valley, and the area code 315. Not one light coming on.
Everybody's probably asleep.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, though. For Saturday. See, I'm on today. I have a special treat whenever I'm on the program live. Mm-hmm. And that is that I give away a free fresh red rose to somebody every day that I'm on live.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And you know who's going to get it? Technical Sergeant Bobby McCleary.
Oh.
He's going to be the rose of the day on WIDX.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, hey, listen, it couldn't go to a better cause. And we'll see that you get it when you perform.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Because I'm certainly going to be up there. Well, I guess nobody else wants to give us a call, Bobby. But, hey, talk it over and see if we can't squeeze in another performance around here somehow. I'd like to, because Amsterdam is just down the road from Utica. It's not far at all. Mm-hmm. And, well, it just, I know from the calls that I've gotten and from hearing people around town, a lot of people are disappointed because they couldn't get tickets.
Really?
No, I don't know how many the gymnasium's going to hold. It's at Mohawk Valley Community College. Mm-hmm. And it's just that I would hate to have anybody miss you.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
So let's see what we can work out.
Sure.
Okay? So you're coming into town tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, and, well, if maybe somebody give me a buzz during the day, I can get around and see some of the others, too, and talk to them and have some of their voices on the air.
Sure.
Okay?
Great.
Look forward to seeing you.
Okay, Harvey, I look forward to meeting you.
Okay. Oh, it's my pleasure.
Oh, this has really been a pleasure. Honest. We really appreciate the interest and the exposure that you've given to our music.
Oh, by the way, we're going to send it to England and Australia also. I'll tell you about that when we come down.
Oh, great.
Okay? Hey, have yourself a good night.
Great.
Okay? Oh, wait a minute. Before you go, hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Let's give it a try.
Mr. Lisker?
Yes.
I just wanted to tell you that I'm going to put my grandchildren to my daughter and son-in-law and go to the concert and hear the young ladies.
Did you hear that, Bobby?
I didn't quite catch that.
You want to speak up a little bit?
I said I'm going to take my grandchildren tomorrow night so that my daughter and my son, her husband, can go to the concert and hear you.
Oh, that's so nice of you to do that. I'm sorry you'll miss the concert, though.
I am too.
Well, that's what I'm saying, see? It's, you'll have to work something out.
Yep.
I'll tell you, audiences like you people who come and really enjoy the band, it really makes it a